Hello everyone, it is your boy Winster and I am back at it again with another video. I hope that you are having an amazing day, and thank you as always for checking out the channel, supporting the channel, and watching today's video. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to hit that notification bell. That way you guys can stay up to date when a new video does drop on the channel. We're going to be doing the giveaway. I swear to you guys, the video should be dropping sometime this week on how to win that infinite forbidden playmat. So make sure you guys are subscribed, and make sure you guys turn on the notification. Now, what I wanted to discuss in today's video is the big question that is floating around. Is Yu-Gi-Oh in a good place currently? And I'm not just talking about format. I'm talking about the market. I'm talking about the players, our relationship, the community with Konami. We're going to be breaking everything down today, and I wanted to get your guys' feedback at the end of today's video. But let's go ahead, jumping right into the discussion. So first and foremost, let's talk about the format. We all know Snake Eyes has been winning event after event after event. And since Agov release, it's just been the dominant deck. At first, it was Snake Eye Fire King. Then players started to move to pure Snake Eyes. And now that we got the newest set, Snake Eye Fiendsmith. Now, what does that mean for the format? That means that at all these big events, you have Snake Eyes just being super dominant and having the most representation out of all the decks. Now, don't get me wrong, there still are a lot of viable decks. You have Branded, you have Yugioh, you have Voiceless Voice, you have Melodious. You have a lot of decks that can still compete. But it does take a very strong pilot to make those decks viable. It feels like at the moment that if you don't play Snake Eyes, Fiendsmith, or any variation of Snake Eyes, you're not going to win. Coming from me, I come from a different background. I play Marvel vs. Capcom and playing just all the broken teams and only the broken teams at the highest level. However, my voice doesn't equate to a whole community. If a whole community doesn't like this, I definitely think that there is an issue with the current format. Not only does the best engine in the format make any deck competitively viable, but also has the ability to burn your opponent through its combo naturally. Now, a lot of the community doesn't like the rules when it comes to time, so adding this feature on this card kind of feels unnecessary. And because of that, people are playing counteractive measures to play around the burn when facing against Fiendsmith. And now they are playing Spooky Dogwood. It's crazy to see that Spooky Dogwood has entered the meta, but realistically, I think it was only a matter of time until the Konami released a card that could do this. And now only that, the time rules are also highlighted in one of the issues when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh at the moment. I would say those are some of the biggest issues in the current format. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't other issues, but the strength of Snake Eyes, the no variety, the strength of Fiendsmith, the strength that Fiendsmith brings to any deck, and then the time situation. But on the other side of things, the market is also another place that people are trying to be as vocal as they can, and has been a problem for quite some time. So when Agov first released, I remember people were super excited for the Wanted and for the DFL Star, and even Snake Eye Ash to some extent. Considering that it's super rare, it wasn't super hard to get. But as time progressed, I remember on release, Wanteds were like 50 to 40, and then they skyrocketed to 100. And the Bellstar went around 40 to 50, which is still a crazy amount. Snake Eyes, a super rare from the set, also went to like $5 to $4. Now that's not a super common thing, right? You had like the Tenpai Dragon that was like around 20. And then you also have, with a previous set, Darkwing Blast, all of the Bestials went around like $10, and some cases 20 for a super rare, which is absolutely crazy. But now fast forward to Infinite Forbidden, the same things are happening. You have a card, Fiendsmith Engraver, that is a key component to the Fiendsmith engine, around $100, and it feels almost unattainable. But that has been an issue with Konami even before I started playing competitively. And even back when I was in high school, well, I wanted to be competitive, but I didn't know how to, so I didn't understand the game. The joke was still running around like co-money, right? Like they love to print their money. And it sucks to see that that kind of joke is still floating around nowadays, where some of the best cards and very important cards to a specific engine are just printed at a rarity. They're just almost unattainable, where you have to buy multiple boxes or you have to cave into the market price of the card, which sometimes is just absolutely crazy. I'm going to use that to segue into my next topic, our relationship, the community with Konami. Now, I want to be very clear. This is no way hating on the game for anyone from Konami watching this video, but I don't think it would be fair if I wasn't able to voice my opinion without any retaliation, or voice the opinion of the community or my community using my own platform. So hopefully I don't get banned for this. But if I do, you guys know why. Even back then, when I was still trying to figure out if I was going to be competitive, when I was like barely competitive, the joke was that Konami only ever cares about money, right? That's why co-money is a thing. Especially when their actions speak louder than their words. It's up until recently where they made an announcement, hey, we're going to drop a balance around this time. And the community got super hyped for it. And I definitely think that's a step in the right direction. But the fact that that has been an issue ever since back then, and even when they're printing cards in such an unattainable rarity, being secret rare, and no other prints of a card, where those cards just skyrocket in price on the second market, and we have to cough up $300-400 a card payment on a playset to play this game at the most competitive level. It just doesn't feel fair, and I wish Konami was able to do something about that. How do we fix this? I don't think it's going to happen overnight. I do think that it's going to take a little bit of time. But using your voice, your opinion, your social media platforms where you do have power is going to be the easiest thing. Now, I also have to take into consideration back then, there was no social media the way that we have it now, right? No one could just hop on Twitter and just speak their opinions, and it just grows a lot of backing and a lot of support. I think that we all have to take the initiative in being vocal about it, letting Konami know this is how we feel about it, this is what we love to see change. No company could take that kind of bad PR. They would be forced to have to change something, or at least change the way that they approach things in terms of the printings, the format, and the no communication. We have the ability for change, but we have to do it in a respectable manner where a community could realistically take that feedback and hopefully start applying it. But I want to get your guys' opinions on this too. How do we fix this? How do we get Konami's attention? What are your thoughts on the format? What are your thoughts on these printing rarities? I want to get all your guys' feedback on this. Make sure that you leave it on the comment section down below. And hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully that we had a good, healthy discussion, because that's what I wanted to take away from this. And I hope that you guys continue to have a good rest of your day. My name is Winster. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will check you guys on the next one. Peace out.